In this tutorial, we will learn about the basics of Solid Edge software's sheet metal functionality by creating a model named cover. Start a sheet metal file using an ISO metric template. The ordered modeling approach is adopted in creating this model. Create a sketch on XZ reference plane. Orient the view parallel to the sketch plane. Create a sketch using the line tool in the following way. Apply the equal geometric relationship between these two lines. Connect midpoint of this line with the center point of the sketch. Apply 180 mm dimension on this line. And 80 mm on this line. Now we will change the style of the dimension in the following way. Click on Style button. Select ISO mm style and click Modify. Click on Unit tab. We need precision of the dimension with 2 decimal places. So modify the settings in the following way. And save all the settings by clicking the Apply button. Click on the Close the Sketch button. Click Finish, then Cancel. Save the file with the name Cover. Click the Application button, then the Info tab. Here click Material tab. Switch to Gauge Properties. Specify 3 mm material thickness. In relief depth, fill 1.5 mm. Relief width will be 3 mm. Save all the changes by clicking Apply to Model button. Activate Contour Flange tool. Click on Contour Flange option button. You can see the values we provided in the gauge properties are showing here. Now select the sketch that we created and click the green check mark. Here you can see the thickness of the sheet is mentioned. Specify that the feature will be created outside of the sketch using red arrow. Fill the distance 75 mm and click the finish button to create the feature. Turn off the floor shadow. Change the color of the model according to your wish using the part painter. With the help of view overrides, we can change the lighting. From here, we can change the angle of the light. These are the different lights. From here, we can change the color of the light. Click OK to save the settings. Just try different settings to get the desired result. There are no hard and fast rules about it. Activate Cut tool. Choose Coincident Plane command and select this face to create a sketch over it. Using the circle tool, draw a circle of 40 mm dia coincident with the midpoint of this edge. Click the green check mark to finish the sketch. Verify that Cut Through All option is active. Now specify the direction of the cut using the red arrow and execute the command. Again activate Contour Flange tool. Here choose Normal to Curve option. Now using the view cube, align the model like this. Select this curve to create a normal plane for our sketch. Here values should be 0. Draw a sketch using Arc and Line tool coincident with this point. Apply a dimension of 20 mm on this line. The radius of the arc is 10 mm. Apply a dimension of 6 mm on this line. Using the distance between tool, apply a dimension of 10 mm between this point and this line. Close the sketch using the green check mark. Activate chain option. This will extend the contour flange along these two selected edges. Click the green check mark and execute the command. Activate mirror copy part command. Make sure that in the selection body option is active. Then select the part created up till now. Now select front plane as a reference plane face for the mirror operation. Click the Finish button to save all the changes. Turn off the visibility of Sketch 1 and save your work. Now we will use the flange tool that creates a simple 90-degree sheet metal part from the selected edge. Select this edge and by moving the cursor define the direction of the flange. Verify that material outside option is selected. Now create a centered flange with a distance of 30 mm. The width of the flange will be 78 mm. Activate the Offset the Flange command and specify 15 mm distance for it. Click the Finish button and click Cancel. Activate Mirror Copy feature. Now we are asked to select a feature for the mirror command. So select the flange and click the green check mark. In this step, we will specify a plane about which the copy will be mirrored. and here the plane is right plane. So select it and execute the command. Activate tab tool. First, we need to create a sketch, so select this plane to draw a sketch profile. Draw a rectangle coincident with the following edge of the model and apply dimension on it. On this line, apply dimension of 20 mm. Both of the vertical lines are 19 mm away from the edge. So we can specify that both dimensions are equal by selecting this dimension and in formula box mentioning the dimension name of the other line. Click the green check mark and exit from the sketching mode. Next, click the finish button to save all the changes and create the tab feature. Activate bend tool. Our very first step is to create a line for the bend. So select this face to create a sketch. Create a line coincident with these two edges. Apply a dimension of 9 mm to put this line at the defined position. And click the green check mark. Now we will specify the location of the bend. Select bend from the profile option. Now select the moving side by driving the cursor. In the last step, we have to specify the bend direction and the arrow shows the upward direction. That is what we need. So click the finish button to create the feature. Activate view orientation command and save the current view mentioning a name that you can recognize easily. Here we are mentioning it as the custom view. This is our defined named view custom. Next, activate unbend command. In this tool, very first we have to provide a fixed face that will remain as the fixed position for the reference. Select this face for it. Next, select this bend and execute the command. Create a new sketch on this plane. Draw a rectangle like this. We will now apply some geometric constraints. Make this line and this edge collinear. Add 14 mm dimension between this line and this edge. Here again apply a 14 mm dimension and exit from the sketching mode. Switch to our named view Custom. Activate Cut command and select this sketch profile. Specify the cut direction downward by moving the mouse and execute the command. Now rebend our unbended portion of the sheet. Activate the rebend tool and select this bend. Next, click the green check mark and execute the command. Activate flange tool and select the material outside option. Select this edge and create a flange of 91 mm in length. Verify that this length dimension is outside of the material dimension. Fill 115 degrees in the angle and execute the command. Activate two bends corner command that is used to close or overlap selected corners of the part. Very first, we need to select two bent faces to define the corner. From here, we can specify we want to close or overlap corners, and here we want to close corners. Next, specify open treatment for the bent faces of the flange. The gap between faces will be 0.1 mm. Now select these two bends which we have not selected yet, on which we are applying two bend corners command. Click the green check mark and execute the command. Now activate flat pattern command. In the very first step, we need to define the face of the sheet that will be upward in the flat form of the cover model. So select this face. In this step, we need to define the x-axis and the origin of the flat pattern. For this, select this edge. From here, we can get the flat pattern cut size. This is the total length and width of the sheet that is needed to create the cover model. Click the ordered button to return to the unfolded part. Next, we will create the bend table to define the bend sequence of the sheet metal part. In this table, we can see the software has automatically defined the bend sequence, which we can change. Suppose we want to change the sequence of contour flange 2. To do so, select it and use Move Up and Down button to change it. The result of it can be seen in the right side window. Click the application button and from the new tab activate drawing of the active model command. This will create a new drawing sheet file of the current model. Here we can see ISO metric template is selected, which we can change to, but leave it unchanged. Click OK to start drawing view creation wizard. The place view command is active. Now set the drawing view layout by clicking this button. From here we can change our primary view. Here select our previously created named view custom. Now we will make changes in the drawing view settings. Here select flat pattern to place it in the drawing sheet. From here we can set the scale. Fill value 0.75. Click on the sheet to place the drawing view. And using the escape key, exit and finish the command. Now we need to put the name of the selected drawing view. For this, click on the Property button and switch to the Caption tab. Here fill drawing view name View 1. Click the View Scale button to show view scale. Click OK to execute the command. From here, activate View Scale option. In the scale value, fill 0.75. Now put the bend table in the drawing sheet. Activate the command and click on the Place Drawing View. Make changes in the properties of the bend table. In the Callout tab, click on the bend direction, bend angle, and then add a letter R. And then click Bend Radius button. Click OK to save all changes. You can see bend direction, bend angle, and the bend radius with R letter on the sheet is showing here now. Now we will change the style of these dimensions in the following way. Switch to View tab and click on the Styles button. Select ISO mm style and click Modify. Click on Units tab. We need the precision of the dimensions with 2 decimal places. So modify the settings in the following way. And save all the settings by clicking the Apply button. Here we can see the result. All these details are mentioned in our bend table too. Now focus on the dimension value. If we make changes in the cover part, that will be updated here also automatically. Double click the drawing view, our cover part will open. Select the flange 4 and click on Dynamic Input. Change the angle to 105 degrees. And the flange length to 85 mm. Now save and close the part. In the drawing sheet, switch to Tools tab and activate Drawing View Tracker command. It will update our drawing view. Here, select the Principal Sheet 1 and click the Update button. Here you can see the changes is reflecting here. Now we will add leader to the dimension callout. Select the dimension and click on the leader button, then add a break line in it by clicking this adjacent button. Drag it to position it. Do the same for other dimensions. Delete some similar dimensions. Arrange other dimension in the following way. Switch to the Home tab and activate View Wizard. Cover part is selected, so click OK. Select our created named view Custom to Place. Change the scale value to 0.5 and place it in the sheet. Add the caption view to for it as we did earlier along with the view scale. Our work is complete, so save it.